everybody, welcome once again to NoDQ&A video right here on NoDQ.com. Aaron Bryan is back, and he's here to talk about wrestling and answer some of your questions, a lot of them regarding this week's Raw, so let's get right into it. So, do you still like Jericho's new gimmick? Also, what do you think of Zack Ryder getting squashed on Raw? First of all, regarding Chris Jericho, I love the gimmick. I'm still entertained by it, and I think it's amazing because every week you're going to wonder what he's up to next and what's going to happen. Is he going to let this play out for several weeks or maybe even months? I mean, who knows? I think it's just something he's going to do up until maybe the Royal Rumble or, leading into WrestleMania, he's finally going to say something, I think, and we'll get an idea of what his intentions are going into WrestleMania and whatnot. But yeah, for the time being, I think it's awesome, and it would be funny if he just kept doing it and didn't stop, but I do think eventually, I mean, obviously he's going to have some kind of match at WrestleMania. He's not going to, not do anything. So, yeah, it's just interesting to see how it plays out. And regarding Zack Ryder, I do not think he was squashed at all. I mean, he had the whole injury angle with Kane from last week where Kane chokeslammed him off the platform or whatever. And, Zack Ryder came out with his ribs all taped up for the match with Jack Swagger, and Swagger hit his finisher on Ryder twice, and Ryder kicked out twice, and finally on the third attempt, Swagger got the win. So I don't see it as being squashed at all. I mean, the whole idea was that Michael Cole said that Ryder should have forfeited, but Ryder came out and decided to fight and defend the title. So I mean, I saw nothing wrong with it, and people getting all worked up about it, just chill out, man. Go hang out with Bourne for a little bit. We'll get to that in a moment. What do you think about the CM Punk and John Laurinaitis feud? It looks like this decade's Vince Austin feud, with the difference that the latter was in a larger scale, but Punk seemed to be more serious. Your thoughts, please. Well, I'm still not really all that crazy about John Laurinaitis as a performer. I mean, he was actually pretty good on Raw this week. I mean, he showed more energy, and when he finally snapped and lost his mind, and he hit Mick Foley with the microphone, and I mean, it was good stuff by John Laurinaitis standards. And I mean, Punk was just brilliant as usual. I mean, he just cut this big, hard worked shoot promo on Laurinaitis, talking about how Laurinaitis was boring, which, by the way, might not be the best idea because people are probably going to start chanting boring at Laurinaitis all the time, and that worked wonders for guys like Lance Storm. But, other than that, it was just a really good promo by CM Punk, and one of the best endings for Raw in several months, I thought. Really good stuff. Please answer this in video. Do you think that it's bad that JR, who is on TV fairly often, keeps on tweeting things that spoil WWE stories? For example, saying that the reason Jericho cried last week is to get the fans to boo him. I think JR said that because he's tired of people asking, what's the deal with Jericho? Why is he acting like this? I mean, I'm thinking JR is a little bit frustrated that people just aren't getting it. And, he knows that the people asking him questions are the more hardcore fans that go on the internet and follow people on Twitter and all that. So he feels that they should understand the storyline that Jericho's acting this way on purpose to, get people mad at him. And the fact that they're, more confused than anything, I think that gets JR a little bit upset, and he just wants to, let him make it clear what Jericho's intentions are. That's all I see it being. Why did the tag team titles change hands at a WWE live event? Well, we just found out this morning, just before I started taping this, that Bourne has been suspended once again, this time for 60 days. And it's unknown the reason at this point, but the first time it was believed to be synthetic marijuana, and that could be what it is. Who knows? But I'm sure it'll come out probably by the time most of you watch this. So, I mean, just stay tuned to NoDQ.com for that. Not a surprise at all. I mean, once Air Boom lost the tag team titles over the weekend, I mean, I was expecting him, Bourne to be suspended again. And then, on Raw, I was almost certain it was going to happen. So, yeah, I mean, it's not looking good for Bourne. I mean, he's got one more strike and he's out, but would not surprise me at all if we see Bourne on his way out of WWE pretty soon, which is unfortunate because he's such a great wrestler and really over with the fans. But I don't know, it's just things aren't working out, and that's the way things are sometimes. Hey Aaron, I am a Ryder fan, but why is everyone so mad that he lost? I am a fan of his, but people lose titles all the time. My Facebook feed was full of anti WWE and Ryder to TNA statuses last night. And I thought Cena kissed his ASZ. Well, like I said, I mean, there's no reason to be upset about the Zack Ryder storyline. I mean, yeah, guys do win and lose. And if anybody was, if there's any time to complain about how WWE treated Zack Ryder, it was when Alberto Del Rio tapped him out in like a minute on Raw a few months ago. I mean, that was absolutely ridiculous. And that was right when Ryder was really gaining a lot of momentum. And that was just not a good idea at all. But I mean, what they did this week, like I said, I have no problem with. And I think people just need to just chill out a little bit. Alright, that'll do it for today's edition of NoDQ&A video. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment, youtube.com/NoDQCAW. Let me know what you think about the video, and we'll see you later this week for more NoDQ&A video.